Good evening and welcome to The Big Picture, the only show where you, watching right now, can not only take part in the game, but you can win money tonight. Because here on The Big Picture, everyone can participate. Yeah, that means exactly what you think it means, that you could win the million tonight from the comfort of your own home. So, do you want to play? Go to this website from your laptop, tablet, or your smartphone, or simply download the Big Picture app. Sign up and start playing with us right now. It's that simple. The fact that you're at home and not here doesn't really matter. You can still win the million together with our contestant, or even win it all for yourself. So, let's meet our first player for the evening. She is 24 years old. She's a political journalist who likes surfing and baking. Her sister is a hippie, but she most definitely is not. Would you please welcome Alex? Alex, welcome. Glad you could be here.
Thanks a lot.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
You nervous?
A little bit. You know, $1 million is on the line.
Yeah, there's $1 million at stake. What would you do if you won this money?
I'd probably go on vacation.
It looks like you've been on a lot of vacations.
You can never have enough.
I agree with you. Okay, Alex, the rules are simple. In a moment, I'm going to show you 12 pictures, and I'll ask you a question about each picture. Every correct answer will earn you money. The first correct answer wins you $500. The next, $1,000. After that, $2,000. We keep going until we get to the big picture question, $1 million. If you answer all 12 correctly, you will go home a millionaire. But one mistake and you're out of the picture. You'll go home with nothing.
Really?
Really. But if you don't know the answer, don't worry. There are people watching at home right now who are signing up to play, and they will be there for you every time you need help. That viewer will become your partner in the game, and they will share your profits equally. So, if you take the million, half of that will go to them. Over the course of the game, you can bring in a total of 3 partners. So choose your moments wisely.
All right.
You ready to play?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Do it.
For $500, show me the picture. Where would you find this sign? Is it A, England, B, the Galapagos, C, Australia, or D, China?
I'm pretty sure that koalas are on the road in only one place.
Really?
I think you know where that place is, no?
I can't answer. I can't help you. I can't be a part of this.
Okay. I'm gonna go with C, Australia.
Are you sure that marsupials only exist in Australia?
Yeah, Australia.
You committed to that?
I'm committed.
Let's put that on the screen. For $500, you say Australia, but what does the screen say? Well done!
Yes. Well, that was an easy question.
$500. Now, Alex, in this game, you can leave every time you answer a question correctly. So if you like, you can walk out of here right now with $500.
I'm gonna continue.
You're gonna continue? Fantastic. So let's move on.
Let's do it.
For $1,000, show me the picture. Who got caked? Was it A, Steve Jobs, B, Larry Page, C, Jack Dorsey, or D, Bill Gates?
First of all, that does not look like a pleasant scene at all. And it looks like it's in like the 90s. So I'm gonna rule out Jack Dorsey and Larry Page.
Why is that?
Well, Larry Page I know is like the founder of Google. It's kind of like not really a 90s thing. Jack Dorsey, I have no idea who that is. And I'm debating between Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. I think I'm gonna go with Bill Gates, D.
You sure it's not Steve Jobs?
I'm pretty sure. It just looks to me more like a Bill Gates kind of outfit. You know, Steve Jobs usually wears that black shirt and like the jeans. It's pretty much all he wore his whole life. So I think I'm gonna go with Bill Gates.
You committed to that?
I'm committed.
Let's put up D on the screen. for $1,000. You say Bill Gates. What does the screen say? Congratulations! $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on. As we move in through the questions, you're now up to $2,000. So, for $2,000, show me the picture. Which branch of sports is he competing in? Is it A, wife carrying, B, dwarf throwing, C, acro balance, or D, butthead? Have a very close look at his eyes. They're pointing in different directions.
That's true. Actually, I'm really bad with sports. Like, sports is not my forte.
This is a really popular sport.
Yeah? Where?
Can't tell you.
Well, I've never heard of it, and personally, I think you guys maybe made it up. But
Are you saying that we're making up sports just to confuse you?
I think so.
We would never do such a thing.
But you know what? I'm gonna play along, and I'm gonna guess.
We would never. This is a real thing. There's big money at stake. We would never try and fool you.
Okay. I'm gonna rule out butthead. Acrobalance also, but you know what? I'm super clueless on this question. I really don't know if it's wife carrying or dwarf throwing.
Let me remind you, if you get this wrong, you're going to leave here with nothing. However, you can, if you like, bring someone from home into the picture. Somebody watching this right now has already answered this question correctly, and they can help you move through the game if you bring them into the picture.
Let's do it. I mean, why not?
You want to bring someone in?
Yeah, I mean, I have no clue, so do I have a choice?
No, you have no choice. But if you do bring a partner in, all your winnings get split between them.
Okay, for now we'll deal with that. Is there any way to get rid of the partners?
Maybe later in the show.
Okay.
But we'll talk you through that later on. If you had to guess, tell me the answer. Which brand of sports is he competing in?
I guess wife carrying, but like I said, I don't really have a clue.
So, you want to stay in the game?
I do.
You have to bring in a partner.
I'm going to.
All right. Let's see who your first partner is. Welcome to the game. Alex, you are now sharing your winnings equally. Now, your partner is here because they answered the question correctly. And the correct answer is wife carrying. Absolutely. Congratulations. That is a real sport. I can't believe you accused me of making that up. Wife carrying is an actual sport in Finland. Would you like to guess what the winner receives?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good.
It's his wife's weight in beer. Finland. Now, you didn't know the answer to that question, but you made the right choice. You're still in the game. Like I said, you can only quit the game after you answer a question correctly. So if you want to leave with anything, you've got to get the next question right, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's move on. For $4,000, show me the picture. Alex, who is the LA Dodgers fan? Is it A, E.T., B, Gizmo, C, Chewbacca, or D, Yoda?
Okay, well, I'm not a big LA Dodgers fan. I don't even know what kind of team they are. Like I said, sports is not my forte.
I can't tell you what kind of team they are. Sorry.
I know, this is why you suck, but that's okay.
I think this is why I do good. I'm protecting $1 million here.
But I do love Star Wars. And anyone who likes Star Wars knows that this is the great Yoda. So I'm gonna go with D.
You're committing to that already?
I'm committed.
That's pretty quick.
I mean, who doesn't know Yoda?
You're that sure?
I'm sure, I'm positive.
Let's put Yoda on the screen. Alex, for $4,000, you say Yoda. What does the screen say? You're correct. Well done. Congratulations. The force is strong within you. I can feel it. Alex, you just answered the $4,000 questions, which means right now, at the start of the show, you get to answer the big picture question for $1 million.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, but you know, oh no, stressful.
I know we've only just met, but I want to give you the chance at $1 million.
Okay.
All right? At this stage, I'm going to show you just a small part of the big picture question. If you get it right now, you and your partner will win $1 million. That's $500,000 each. But if you're wrong, the $4,000 you just won, you'll lose everything, and both of you will leave with nothing. All right?
Okay, let's try it.
Okay. For $1 million, show me the big picture. I sign with these initials. Is it A, HH, B, CG, C, FK, or D, CC?
I actually think I know who this is, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 60, 70% sure.
Who do you think it is?
I think I'm either thinking D, like CC, Charlie Chaplin, just because the picture it looks from that period, or A, even though I'm not completely sure what those initials stand for, I'm still trying to figure that out, but I think I have some kind of idea.
Some kind of idea. We're talking about $1 million here.
I know, so that's why I'm not gonna guess right now. I'm gonna wait.
You have the chance to walk out of here a millionaire.
I'm not a fan of gambling.
You want to be absolutely sure.
I do.
Are you going to pass?
I'm gonna pass for now. I'm gonna stew over it for a little bit.
You're going to pass on the big picture question. We will come back to that later in the show, but you need to get some more questions right to see it again, okay?
Okay.
All right then. For $8,000, show me the next picture. Who is the swimmer? Is it A, Michael Phelps, B, Cesar Cielo, C, Peter van den Hoogenband, or D, Ryan Lochte?
Once again, sports. I mean, are you doing this on purpose?
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna take another partner, just because sports is just not something that I'm
Really? I
interested
mean,
in.
it's so obvious.
Really? So why don't you just tell me the answer?
Because then I'd lose my job.
Oh, well,
I only ask you this. If you bring in another partner, it means you have to split your winnings 3 ways. I'm trying to save you money here.
I know, but I literally have no idea.
Have a look at some of the names. Have a look at his face. Do you recognize any of those names?
No.
You haven't heard about any of these people?
No.
None at all?
None.
You really must have done something interesting in Bali. These are household names.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know them.
Okay, then.
So let's bring in a partner.
You're absolutely sure?
I'm sure.
If you had to make a guess, who do you think that is?
I guess Michael Phelps, just because that's the only name that sounds vaguely familiar, but I really don't know.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
Someone at home is very happy right now because watching right now, one of our viewers has answered this question correctly and they are now a part of the picture. Let's see who your new partner is. Welcome to the game. Alex, you now have 2 partners. Both of them answered the question correctly. They've both downloaded the app, they've signed in, they're playing along live, and now they are a part of your journey towards $1 million. Well, your new partner answered that question correctly, and the correct answer is Michael Phelps. You are actually right. Now, you can only leave the game after you have answered a question correctly. So if you want to leave with any money at all, you've got to get through the next question, okay? Right.
Let's try.
So for $15,000, show me the next picture. Alex, which event led to this resignation speech? Was it A, the Watergate scandal? B, the Bay of Pigs incident? C, the Petticoat affair? Or D, the Monica Lewinsky scandal?
Politics is one thing that I do know something about.
As a political journalist, I would hope so.
Yeah. I'm positive it's not the Monica Lewinsky scandal because that was, in the 90s, and this picture is looks like 60, 70 era. Petticoat affair was in the 1900s, I think. And so I'm debating between the Watergate scandal and the Bay of Pigs incident. From my memory, Bay of Pigs was like Reagan. I'm gonna go with A, Watergate.
Why do you want to go for Watergate and not Bay of Pigs?
Just because I think Bay of Pigs was Reagan.
Who do you think's in the picture?
I think that's Richard Nixon.
So what's your answer going to be?
It's gonna be A, Watergate.
Absolutely committed?
I'm committed.
Let's put Watergate on the screen. For $15,000. For you and your two partners. You say the Watergate scandal, but what does the screen say? Congratulations! 15 grand.
You see, I can trust my instincts.
So right now, if you like, you can quit and divide the money between your partners, which means $5,000 for each of you. Or perhaps you could try getting rid of your partners and keeping the whole $15,000. But if you answer only 2 more questions, you'll be able to see the big picture again. This time, I'll show you a little more of the big picture, and that is the $1 million question. What do you say?
I think I'm gonna keep going.
All right, let's move on. For $30,000, show me the picture. Who are these people on the wall? Is it A, Bill and Bud? B, Pumpkin and Honey Bunny? C, Mr. Yellow and Mr. Pink? Or D, Vincent and Jules?
I really like movies, and I know that these characters are from a Tarantino movie, for sure. But I can't figure out which one.
Let me just say that someone watching right now is screaming at their television because they know the correct answer. If that's you, what are you doing? Get on the website, download the app, sign up, play along. You could be a part of this. You could be a part of Alex's journey towards $1 million. If she doesn't know the answer, she's gonna need you. What are you torn between?
I'm torn between Mr. Yellow and Mr. Pink and Vincent and Jules.
Now, why do you say those two?
They're similar characters, they're dressed similarly in a lot of the movies, and I don't know, Reservoir Dogs is like in my head, and I think I'm gonna take that other partner now.
There's someone watching who's answered this question correctly. You wanna bring them in?
Yeah, why not?
Before we bring them in, if you had to guess, what would you say it would be?
I think I'd say Mr. Yellow and Mr. Pink.
Well, let's see who your new partner is. Welcome to the game. That's quite a full wall you have there, Alex. That person is here because they answered the question correctly, and the correct answer is not Mr. Yellow and Mr. Pink. The correct answer is Vincent and Jules. You made the right choice. Congratulations. You have all won $30,000. Now, you can't leave right now because you need to answer the question correctly. So we have to continue on, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
As you can see, you're very, very close to the next time you get to have a look at the big picture.
Right.
I really hope you get this one right.
I hope so too.
For $60,000, show me the picture. Alex, where is he jumping? Is it A, Venice, B, Las Vegas, C, Barcelona, or D, Seoul?
First of all, I have no idea what he's either doing some kind of jump or a dive. I'm not sure what that's connected to the location. Maybe it's the Olympics. He kind of looks a bit Asian as well. Seoul, maybe, even though it looks to me like Europe.
Why does it look to you like Europe?
I don't know, everything's like very close together and it's hilly and I don't know, something looks to European about it. Actually, I think I've been there. Isn't that the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona?
I don't know, is it?
I'm thinking this is Barcelona just because I went to that church and it took me forever to get inside.
You're absolutely sure?
I'm not absolutely sure, but you know what? Yeah, I am. Barcelona.
You committed to that?
I've been there. Like, how could I even not be sure?
I'm glad you remembered. Let's see Barcelona on the screen. I certainly hope you're right, because there's 3 people at home that are crossing their fingers right now.
I hope I'm right too.
You say Barcelona, but what does the screen say? You now have $60,000. That's $15,000 each. Well done. Alex, you've answered 8 questions correctly, which means for the second time tonight, you get a shot at the big one. For the second time tonight, for $1 million, show me the big picture question. This is the second time you're seeing it, so you will see more of the big picture. I sign in with these initials. Is it A, HH, B, CG, C, FK, or D, CC?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know the answer to this.
Already?
I know who it is.
You can walk away with $1 million right now, making your 3 partners very happy.
Exactly, but I don't know if I'm gonna take the risk. Like I said before, I'm not really a big gambler, and those partners, like,
You're so sure, then tell me who it is. I'll even let you guess. I won't even lock in the answer. Just so later on we can look back at this. Who do you think it is?
I think it's Harry Houdini.
Why do you say that?
Because it fits the period. I mean, he was in, like 20s, 30s, 40s, and he was a magician. So it makes sense for him to have all the, this magnet. Yeah, I mean, I'm almost positive it's Harry.
So why don't you lock it in right now?
That's the thing, that I don't want to lose the money.
Are you going to make a pass on this?
I'm going to make a pass.
All right then. You're going to need to answer some more questions before you see this picture again. You have no more room for any more partners.
That's okay.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. For $120,000, show me the picture. Where is this? Is it A, Google headquarters, B, a Theosophical, C, a Masonic lodge, or D, a Scientology church?
Okay, well, one of the answers is pretty easy to eliminate, and that's A, because I'm pretty sure that Google's offices look a little more up to date than this building does.
I've been to Google headquarters. It's not far. Not far from what you see.
Oh, really? Candles and all?
It's pretty wild.
And so I'm torn between the 3 other ones, which doesn't really help, but Theosophical, I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna gamble. And
really?
Even though I don't like to gamble, even though I said that.
You spent the whole night telling me you don't want to gamble, and now you want to gamble?
I mean, do I really have a choice?
You can't bring any more partners in.
Exactly. So I'm gonna gamble, and I think I'm gonna choose C, Masonic Lodge.
You're gonna just go and bet all this money, the money that you and your 3 partners at home are hoping to win, on a whim.
I mean, Masonic, I just believe in them. I believe that it's that.
What about this picture tells you that's the answer?
That triangle, from what I remember, it's like Illuminati, something like that. I don't know, but I'm totally gambling. I really don't have an idea. It could easily be Scientology, but I'm really just guessing.
You're committed to C?
I'm committed.
Let's put C on the screen. Alex, $120,000 is at stake for you and your 3 partners. You say that it's a Masonic lodge. In fact, you're gambling that it's a Masonic lodge. It's a $120,000 bet. Let's hope it pays off. For $120,000, you say it's a Masonic lodge. What does the screen say? $120,000 for you and your partners. Alex, you now have a lot of options. You're so close to the $1 million. That question that you say you know the answer to. What do you want to do?
It's like 2 questions away. What if it's like another really hard question I have to guess and I get it wrong? Then I lose it all, right?
Yeah.
So, I think I'm gonna quit.
You're going to quit. Alex, I see why you made that decision. You now have 2 options. Like I said, you can leave here right now and split the money equally with your partners, or you can answer one more question. If you get the question right, you'll leave here with all of that money, 120 grand, all yours. But if you get it wrong, that money will go all to your partners and you get nothing. What do you want to do?
I think you convinced me. I'm gonna go all or nothing.
You're going to go all or nothing?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a brave move. All right, for $120,000, Alex is going all or nothing. Show me the picture. What is the name of this Zeppelin? Is it A, Lead, B, the Ghost of St. Louis, C, Big Daddy, or D, the Hindenburg?
Okay, Led Zeppelin is a band, which I know. I like them a lot. Ghost of St. Louis, I don't really know what that is. Listen, I really don't know the answer to this question. I think I'm gonna have to gamble again, just because I'm helpless.
You hate to gamble.
I hate it, I hate it. Why are you putting me in this situation?
You put yourself in this situation.
Obviously, I know. This is a total shot in the dark, but Big Daddy.
I gave you the opportunity to quit with $30,000, but you decided to go all or nothing.
I know. It's very uncharacteristic of me, but you know, whatever. It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing.
I need you to commit to an answer.
I'm gonna say Big Daddy. See.
Put it on the screen. For $120,000, you say Big Daddy. What does the screen say? Alex, you got it wrong. You are out of the picture. I'm so sorry. You just lost your share of $120,000. That must hurt.
Yeah, it's not pleasant, but you know, it was a risk I took by coming here, so.
I don't mean to twist the knife, but you've just made 3 people at home $40,000 richer.
I mean, you can send me a check if you want.
Considering the way you were talking about them throughout the game, I don't know if that's going to happen. Alex, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Alex. It was a pleasure having you here. Thank you for being a part of the big picture. To your partners, congratulations, you're $40,000 richer. Remember, that could be you. So sign up on the website, come play with us next time, and who knows, maybe you will be a part of the big picture. Good night.